This is Bakugo's starting line. So with this episode, we see that Deku and Yurivity have won, and Kacchan and Michael Town's character lost. So with this episode, we see a few things. One, Kacchan is still upset because Deku hasn't told him about the quirk, and he didn't use it and all that. And he's just kind of upset with all that. Two, we see some of the other students' quirks and their abilities for the challenge. And three, we see a bit of All Might talking about his own quirk and all that. So let's start up with the students and everything. I want to talk about that one first. We see a bit of the students' other quirks and everything. One student, she has the power to be invisible, and yet she's taking off her gloves saying, "Don't look at me, I'm getting naked," and things like, well, that would be great if we could see you and all that, but we can't, so. The one character that there was two characters I actually really enjoyed the most. One was Toto. His quirk, I think, was probably incredible. When you look at this character, he has half his face side covered in ice, half of it being pretty normal, heated. He has powers of both fire and ice at his disposal. That is pretty damn awesome, and I really like the design to the character and everything. But it reminds me a bit of Two-Face, because the half thing and all that kind of just makes me think of that and such. The other character is Josh Grell's character, who kind of has the look of a crow, and I love Josh Grell because, he voices Yuri on Yuri on Ice, and he's done so many other roles, but I liked him as this voice, and I think he was just pretty good. And his quirk was actually really impressive, so. I could not stand that one student who has the belly button power. He just annoys me so much. I'm like, he gets so upset with this one girl because she ruins his cape. He's looking all sparkly, very dashing. I cannot stand that character. And I'm just going, I will take either Plastic Man or Squirrel Girl over you any day. Because at least they are trying to do something. You're more worried about your attire and your own personal self. I couldn't stand that character. But we see that Deku's kind of is in recovery now because he broke his arm and whatnot and such. And he's trying to heal from his injuries. The scene alone reminds me of two things. One is that Deku has got a lot to learn because he's still learning to control that quirk of his. It's pretty damn powerful and such. And the other scene, second thing it reminds me of, is it reminds me a bit of Harry Potter. When you think about it, Harry did get himself sent to the infirmary quite a few times, honestly. You see at the end of the first film where he's in the infirmary after battling Voldemort from trying to steal the Sorcerer's Stone. The second was after the Quidditch match when he was fighting the Quidditch match with Draco. And Gilbert Gottfried, the idiot that he was, trying to help fix Harry's arm, makes him lose all the bones in his arm. And then, of course, with the Dementors in the third year and such. So, Deku's scene in the nerd with Recovery Girl just reminds me a lot of that. And I love her reaction. She's like, "Oh, come back tomorrow." And I'm just like, well, she's going to be expecting you, so. But along with that scene, another point I made out was with All Might. We see that All Might has told a certain few people of his ability. About, his quirk's not his actual quirk, but actually was given it. And Recovery Girl is one of the few people who knows. And, she's trying to tell him, try and be a good model, help lead Deku and everything. Because, he's still got a lot to learn with a quirk. But also, you're also a teacher, so. And, his reaction is like, man, this teaching stuff is hard. Because, with All Might, he only has a certain amount of time he can stay in his form before he goes downside, so. But, yeah, so. I did enjoy the episode, like I said, would learn about the other students' quirks and all that, I love that one girl who could, she looked like she's plugging into the wall and everything, like when you're trying to plug in your phone to charge. I like that one, I like her a lot, because, she could be useful for kind of getting a surrounding of your area and whatnot and such. But, not Totoro, but Todo, I'm sorry if I say his last name, but I know the voice actor voiced him because he voiced, in Angel Beats is Hanada. If y'all remember, if y'all seen Angel Beats, that's who I first known him as the voice of. And of course, he's the voice in Clannad, so. But I loved his character and Josh Grell's too. Those were the ones that stuck out to me. And I love how Yuriri points out by near the episode that Deku and Kacchan from childhood friends to rivals. It kind of stuck out to me like that. So, but yeah, this episode was really great. And you know, like I said, Kacchan does got a lot to learn. You know, Deku tries to tell him that he inherited his power. You know, he gained it and such. But Kacchan's not having any of it. He's still angry, upset. And, you know, he says, I got a lot to learn. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat everyone to be the greatest hero in all time. So and Deku points out, you know, he's got a spark and he's got a fire in him. So, and I'm kind of thinking the same thing. It's like, well, let's hope he doesn't get burned. First that, and then I'm thinking the ice puns and all that was like, when I saw it though, it was like, cool. It was like, idiot, you just made an ice pun. So, now as the episode ends, we see that villains are going to be coming into the play, and I'm really excited. There's that one villain where we see his hands like that. I was like, oh shit, this looks pretty intense. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what this guy's got to offer and such. And it leaves me wondering how, you know, with All Might, how it's going to be a challenge with him because not a lot of people know about. He has a certain time limit with his abilities and such, so there is that. But as for this episode, it was not bad. I enjoyed seeing the other students with their quirks and all that. Some of them were pretty awesome. I love the girl who has the frog-like abilities. I think that one was pretty awesome. I also enjoyed, you know, the girl who plugs into the wall and all that. But yeah, the quirks and everything were really interesting. It was great to see some of the other students' powers and all that. And I love how All Might comes to Deku as he's trying to talk to Kacchan and explains, like, so, young Deku, what were you and your best friend talking about? He's like, I can't remember. So, and I love J. Michael Town. I gotta point that out, is J. Michael Town's character was the VIP in the episode, because apparently he was taking the role very seriously. Because, you know, with Deku and Kacchan, it was kind of more of a personal thing. Yuriri kind of blew her cover when she started to giggle at, you know, his J. Michael Town's character because he was playing the villain role. But he was being serious because if this was a real exercise, they would have to face the challenge like that. And that was not bad, honestly. And I just loved his reaction. He's like, I'm doing pretty good for my family's name and all that. So overall, this was a very good episode. I enjoyed seeing the other students' quirks and all that. I really cannot wait to see Toto's power and see more of his character. He's one is just someone I'm really interested in seeing. So. But that's my thoughts for this episode of My Hero Academia. Please let me know in the comments below which character you liked of the class and which quirk would you want to have out of them. Personally, I'd love to have the Fire and Ice power. Seriously, that is so awesome. Just that scene alone, I was like, hero! So, let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know, like I said, what quirk you would want to have and which character you enjoy. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of my reactions. I've been doing the vlogs for each episode of My Hero Academia, so please subscribe if you want to see more of my thoughts and opinions on this matter. I also do movie reviews, so if you want to check some of those out, please, by all means, go ahead. Please follow me on Twitter at SuperKid801 if you want to be notified of all my shenanigans I'm doing in my craziness of what I do and such. And please ring the bell for my channel if you want to be notified of future videos as well. So thank y'all for watching, and please let me know what you guys thought. Please come back for next week as I'll have the next 2 episodes of My Hero Academia. Plus I'll have a video talking about a classic cartoon, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I used to watch a Cartoon Network for the month of October, so definitely tune in if you want to see my thoughts on that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Go Beyond Plus Ultra. Take care.